Hi, I'm Paul Roth. I'm based out of Los Angeles, and this is Paul and YouTube in the morning. Today I'm in LA, where it's going to be sunny with a high of 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius, and I feel sick, but I'm going to try to power through. It's mostly a throat thing and a soreness thing and a tiredness thing. Woo! Starting off with my dislikes segment. I dislike that it seems likely, if it hasn't happened already, I haven't checked the news in a couple of minutes, that the Muslim ban 2.0, the worst upgrade of anything ever, might get rolled out today or early this week. I dislike the fact that Donald Trump was feeling sad, like a crybaby dictator does over the weekend, and was consoled by some of his administration telling him that, hey, we're gonna be separating children from their mothers and hurting immigrants, so that'll make you feel better, Mr. Trump. No, I hope not. I hope you feel horrible, Trump, all the time. Links, as always, to the stuff that I mentioned in this show, I'm going to try to include in the description of this video. Good morning, Ewan. Ewan in the chat says, I hope you feel better soon. Me too. I'll be starting my day job in just under an hour, and what a rough day! What a rough way to start my day job. But because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, this might be an even shorter than usual show. Sadly, I probably won't be able to caption it until afternoon Pacific time or 3 p.m. Eastern time. After that, but if any of my viewers would like to caption this video, that would be great. I'm going to move into my likes segment. I liked 2 comedy specials on Netflix. One of them was Katherine Ryan's In Trouble. She is a Canadian expat living in the UK. She's very funny. And then the other one was Mike Birbiglia's Thank God for Jokes. Very funny. I had watched his previous special, Sleepwalk with Me, I think it was called, and it was actually a little bit too depressing for me. But this one was kind of sweet and uplifting, kind of. Mike Birbiglia, Thank God for Jokes. Both of those are on Netflix, so you can just search Netflix for them. And then, of course, my biggest like over the weekend, was the briefly trending hashtag Little But Loved by Flush the Tubes. If you're unfamiliar, there is a link to the trending tab in the description of this video. Little But Loved was started by the peoples of the Flush the Tubes organization, at Flush the Tubes on Twitter. I know that Mary Aikman and John Be Here both contribute to that. I think maybe Emily Grace might as well, twirly enough. Maybe a couple other people I know. It's great. It's all about uplifting small YouTubers. And over the weekend, they decided to do a little trending shout-outs session on Twitter. Hashtag Little But Loved. Many of my small YouTuber friends were featured on there. I featured many of them myself. Check it out. Discover some new YouTubers. It's great. In the chat, Ewan says, I think Netflix is getting a new comedy special every week. Feels like it. Katrina says, good morning. Good morning, Katrina. Rena J says, hope you're staying hydrated and encouraged. Being sick is never great. I am definitely being hydrated. Moving to my learning segment. I learned actually earlier last week that the new Santa Barbara Science Museum has just opened, called Moxie. I'm going to include a link to that in the description, and I think I'm going to try to check it out with some Santa Barbara friends, probably some weekend. And then I also learned from my friend Nice One Francie that palm oil, although the ingredients of palm oil, namely just it, are vegan. The process of gathering it is not. It's not cruelty-free at all. So I have a link down to an explanation of what that means in the description of this video. I am already running out of steam. I'm so tired. I'm going to jump into my helping section and say that I read a news article from LA Times about true Los Angeles hero Anthony Ruffin, who goes around helping homeless people of Los Angeles in the middle of the night. Like the stuff that he deals with, the things that he sees, and the people he tries to help, it's amazing. And I don't think that I could do it. I don't think I have the strength of character to do it. But it was an inspirational, if tear-jerking, article. I linked to that in the description of this video. In the chat, Katrina says, #LittleButLoved was great, and it's awesome to be followed up by FemTube today. Yes, if you're unfamiliar with #FemTube, check that out today. It'll probably get started in an hour or two. Maybe Allie Taylor will be leading it. Maybe Rowan Ellis will be leading it. Somebody will be leading it, and it'll be a great discussion on Twitter of women's channels on YouTube and related issues. It's not FemTube. I don't think it's FemTube Talk today. I think it's just FemTube. But either way, it's still great. Check it out. Updates over the weekend. I built a Salesforce Lightning app and mobile interface for a database to use at my new job. Just keeping my skills in. If you are unfamiliar with Salesforce, this means nothing to you. And nobody made me do this. I just like using this database in order to keep track of information. So I'm going to have it on my phone, and we'll be doing it that way at my new job. But then I got sick, and so I didn't work on any video editing like I wanted to do. Like for once, I actually have an excuse at least. This is why I didn't do any new YouTube videos over the weekend, because I'm feeling like poo. So that leads me into my plans, which are that once this show is over, I'm going to walk my dog. I'm going to, Denise Camacho joins us in the chat. Hi, Denise. Good morning. You're finally awake early enough for the show. Hooray. So after I'm finished with the show, which is about to happen, I'm going to walk my dog, do my first day at work, try to caption after that, and then I will probably sleep until I need to wake up again for anything. Basically, that's my plans for today. Reminder to anybody who is living in Los Angeles that the March 7th election is tomorrow. I hope you've already planned out who you're going to vote for. But if you have not, you can check out my previous video from Friday, where I went over my liberal choices for the ballot. And I'm going to switch over to the dog cam. Drew's gone back to sleep. To take us out, this is the end. Thank you to my $5 plus Patreon supporters, Melissa, Zainab, Mandy, Jessica, Amy, Filippo, and Jennifer. If you have not yet joined my Patreon, you can do that by using the link that will be appearing in the lower left-hand corner of the screen once this video is processed. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I am losing subscribers constantly, and there'll be a subscribe link in the lower right-hand corner. As always, thank you for watching, and tomorrow will be even better.